What's going down, guys? Welcome to the Coin Toss official NFL mock draft special. We've done the hard work for you guys. We have gone through the entire first round, all 32 picks. We're going to go through them. We're going to talk about our notable picks. And shall we start this with a disclaimer? We are not draft experts. He is most definitely not. I am somewhat not.
Oh, okay.
A draft expert, so don't. I think some of these
this
picks
is already going downhill.
Some of these picks are fairly obvious, but you know, don't take our word that this is exactly what's going to happen if you don't like our pick. Before we get started, Coin Toss sponsored by Checkmate Clothing. Make sure to check them out. Follow us on Twitter at Coin Toss Sports. And if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get right into the mock draft with the first pick. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. He did not do anything overly stupid.
I think lately there's been some talk about the accuser from, I believe it was 2012.
Yeah.
The assault accuser pressing charges, but that was only for money. There's no real potential of arrest or anything like that.
It's worth saying that Winston is the most pro-ready quarterback in this class, and Tampa's going to like that. So, moving along, second pick. Who do you got?
Marcus Mariota to the Tennessee Titans.
Marcus Mariota to the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are going to look at this. They're going to look for trade partners, but in the end, I think they're going to be lured by Mariota.
Ken Wisenhunt, the head coach of the Titans, doesn't really like the style of play for Mariota, but I think Mariota is just too good to pass up here.
Yeah, his potential is so high. You can mold him and shape him how you want to shape him, and I think he is the most talented quarterback in this class. Not to mention he's a great person, a great leader off the field, and Tennessee could really use that. Number 3, Jacksonville Jaguars, Dante Fowler Jr., the edge rusher outside of Florida. I think the Jags are going to pick an edge rusher, and there's a lot of rumors around them and Dante Fowler.
Dante Fowler, as you said, outside linebacker. Leonard Williams is an interesting option here, but Jacksonville's actually pretty good on the interior line. So I think outside, well, I mean, it is Jacksonville. So
it's the Jags.
Relatively.
They could use anybody.
In perspective, they're pretty good, but they need some edge rush. They need to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, that's the issue with
get
Jacksonville.
to Andrew Luck.
That's why Dante Fowler's a great pick. And for the Oakland Raiders, Leonard Williams. This is where he falls. This is the only place he falls. He is the best player in this draft, and Oakland would be thrilled to pick him up and play him alongside Khalil Mack.
I completely agree. I think the Oakland Raiders, their defense, they need some versatility and some smash mouth guys up in there. This is the Oakland Raiders. This is the black and silver. We need some.
Yeah, Williams
some
fits
aggressiveness.
in. Not to mention I'm confident he's going to be the new Head and Shoulders dude with Troy Polamalu retiring. At number 5, this better not be. I've got Vic Beasley. I think he's the next Von Miller, and with Arakpo gone, Washington can get a talented young core with both him and Ryan Kerrigan.
Another 3-4 outside linebacker. Ryan Kerrigan, pair him up. I think that's a great pick for Washington to get after Tony Romo.
Like I said, this man is copying my draft board.
I don't think so.
Number 6, Shane Ray. This is Shane Ray, New York Jets. This is a controversial pick, but I think. Shane Ray, we talk about him. I compare him to like a Terrell Suggs. He's not going to wow you with his athletic numbers. And yes, his pro day stats weren't that great. Didn't participate at the combine. But when you watch this guy on the field, he is a monster. He's a beast at getting to the quarterback. And I think that's exactly what the New York Jets need to get after Tom Brady in the AFC East.
I finally go away from his draft board, and or he went away from mine. I go with Bud Dupree out of Kentucky. This is kind of a reach here for the Jets. But if you think about what the Jets need, they don't really need defensive line help, but their outside linebackers could use some help. Outside Muhammad Wilkerson, they don't have much. Bud Dupree produced a lot at Kentucky, and I think with the right system, he could be really good.
Yeah. Number 7, it's time for one of those big name picks. The Chicago Bears select Kevin White out of West Virginia. This dude has superstar potential. He's 6'3". He is a speedster. Reminds me of Demaryius Thomas. I think he is the right pick for a Chicago team that wants to turn the page.
What does Chicago need? Defense, correct? Danny Shelton, nose tackle out of Washington. Okay, stop.
That's a reach.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's a reach.
This is a great pick.
It's a reach.
Chicago Bears are known for their defense. Danny Shelton is a smash mouth guy up the middle. thick frame, and I think he could really be a run stopper for them, kind of like Henry Melton before he left and had his ACL injury.
John Fox drafted Demaryius Thomas. Now he gets the next Demaryius Thomas and Kevin White.
He gets Danny Shelton.
Number 8, this is a pick that's going to make some waves to the Atlanta Falcons. I have Randy Gregory. There's a lot of talk about this guy dropping, but there's not a lot of pass rushers on after this, maybe with the exception of Bud Dupree. And I think the Falcons, if they need one thing, it's pass rushing. So they can afford, even with Gregory's issues off the field, he is too talented on the field for Atlanta to pass up on him.
This is where I would have had Gregory if his marijuana issues didn't come out, but I instead have Shane Ray. Probably not quite as good as Randy Gregory, but he's a safer pick. And I think the Atlanta Falcons, they really need that edge rusher, that guy to get after the quarterback, and I think they picked Shane Ray over Gregory.
That being said, this organization isn't, I don't think they're that concerned with off-field issues considering the issues that have surrounded them.
That was on the field.
Yeah. Technically, I guess. Number 9, Brandon Scherff for the New York Giants. Let's put it simple. The Giants' offensive line sucked last year. Brandon Scherff is the best offensive lineman in this draft. The Giants will take him. Logic, we've done stuff.
Amari Cooper, he's the sexy pick in my opinion. Okay, I know he doesn't like this pick. Okay, just let me talk. Amari Cooper, you have Odell Beckham, you have Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz is a slot receiver, so it's not like Amari Cooper's going to come in and push Victor Cruz out. You pair Amari Cooper, Odell Beckham out on the outside, and Victor Cruz up the middle. Can I say possibly best offense in the NFL, passing offense?
With Eli Manning throwing the football?
Eli Manning is still a good quarterback.
Because he was throwing to Odell Beckham last year.
So add Amari Cooper.
You got Victor Cruz, ladies and gentlemen.
Victor Cruz is a slot receiver.
Ladies and gentlemen, I warned you about this guy, didn't I? Didn't I? Moving along, the 10th pick, this is where I have Cooper. This is where it makes sense. Because
it makes sense anywhere. Amari Cooper's that good.
He makes sense anywhere except like Tampa at number 1, but they're not going to happen. But yeah, back to this pick. Cooper, the Rams, they can get an underrated receiving core. Brian Quick, you talk about Tavon Austin. This is a guy who can fit in and be a talented production player because the Rams have what they need to on defense. Mm-hmm. It's just about getting that offense to go and roll along with them. You got Nick Foles in. I think this is the right pick for St. Louis.
I have Kevin White going here to the Rams. I think a speed. Okay, I don't know.
You know what? I'm just saying. If you were gonna go with sexy picks, you're telling me the Giants are gonna take Cooper over White?
Yes.
No, they're not. They would take White if it's the sexier pick.
No. Amari Cooper, the Heisman candidate last year. What was Kevin White? He had one good year at West Virginia.
White has more potential. White has more potential.
We don't care about potential. We care about production.
All right. 3 words or less. Why?
Because speed. And he's similar to, I know this isn't 3 words or less, he's similar to...
That's more than 3 words.